Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here with another episode of the Salary Cap Report. Today's episode is going to be a jam-packed one. We have a lot to go over, including the players' salary changes for Saturday, March 22nd. We have our team's salary cap going up by another 2,000 points now that round 3 started yesterday. And speaking of yesterday, we have a brand new promo and event for March Madness. We have the Bracket Buster promo and event that just hit the game almost 24 hours ago as of this recording. Recording this just a little before 10 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully this video will be up by 11 a.m. Eastern time today. And then to end this video off, we are going to very briefly look at the lineups that I have. I am going to record and upload another video a little later on today where I construct my lineups. There's actually a chance that I record that video on stream because I'm gonna hopefully try to stream a little bit today, since I still have the laptop that I trust when it comes to streaming and recording gameplays. We're gonna try to stream hopefully a little later, so maybe we'll construct those lineups live on stream. Make sure you have your noties on YouTube, and if you do follow me on Twitter, which I appreciate you if you do, or on X, whatever you want to call it, I'll be tweeting or posting on there before I go live, or right when I go live. And then we're going to end the video off today with a few packs. I saved some really good ones, including a Galaxy Opal pack that I got from one of the more recent weekly challenge strings that we got. I believe it was the one where we had to score like 50 plus points with a bunch of random gems of the game cards. That was not fun, by the way. Did not enjoy that. But let's get into it, man. We'll start with the salary cap for our teams going up to 22,500. Just to go back in time a little bit, when season 4 ended, we had a salary cap of 18,500. We saw that value go up to just 19,000. So just an increase of 500 to the salary cap at the beginning of round 1 this season, season 5. From round 1 to round 2, we saw a salary cap increase of 1,500 up to 20,500. And now obviously we saw another increase of 2,000 this time, from 20,500 up to 22,500. So it looks like in total we're going to have a salary cap increase of 4,000 from the end of season 4 to the end of season 5. Which does make, a little more sense than just having the salary cap increase by 500. I do kind of like how 2K did it. I know I've mentioned this before on this channel, but I like that 2K slowly implemented these salary cap changes instead of giving us an immediate 4,000 salary cap bump to start season 5. I'm not sure if 2K is going to continue this trend of incremental increases to the salary cap at the start of every round, or if we're going to just see a massive salary cap increase to start season 6, which is just, a hair under 2 weeks away. So we'll have to see about that. Let's talk a little bit about some of these players who came out yesterday, both in the Bracket Buster event and the promo. Let me quickly make sure that I am recording. Looks like I am. Hi, YouTube. Happy Saturday. All right, let's take a look here. I actually didn't look all that much into the Bracket Buster promo itself. I do think there are a number of pink diamond cards that are kind of interesting, including Austin Rivers, but that's mostly because I really like Austin Rivers' Ruby card. I think this card is a really nice jumper, and if I liked it on the Ruby, I'm sure on the pink diamond it's going to be even better. 11 Hall of Famers, he's not as good defensively as I hoped he would be. I feel like the Ruby card is probably going to give you some more value than this pink diamond Austin Rivers will. At 5,500 salary, there are a number of other cards I would rather run on my team, even with the team salary going up by 2,000 up to 22,500. The pink diamond that I am by far the most intrigued by in this set, however, is Frank Kaminsky. I think this guy is going to be a salary cap demon, especially in season 6, when I'm assuming we're going to have more salary cap to play with and build our lineups with. We'll be able to probably bring in 2 pink diamonds. Even if they're both closer to 8,000 salary than they are 5,000 salary. This card also comes with 11 Hall of Famers, including a bunch of really important ones if you're looking for a center that can catch and shoot. Set Shot Specialist, Limitless Range, and Deadeye are all going to be elite for this card. 7'1", which is incredible, 94 3-pointer and 86 speed. This card's an absolute monster. You could even run him at center if you want. I think in salary cap, I may even prefer to run him at center. It is going to come down to that jump shot and what it looks like. But he is definitely a card that I'm keeping my eye on. One thing to note with all these cards, a lot of people are trying to get as many of the agendas done as possible for the Bracket Busters event cards. I'm talking about this challenge string right here, which I talked about yesterday. I'm not a fan of this at all. I will not be completing this. Whatever cards I do get from the set, whether it's from, you know, buying them on the auction house or getting them out of free packs that I get, whatever cards I get, I will be trying to complete these agendas with. But otherwise, I mean, there's no chance I'm going to get this done because I'm not getting any of these 4 cards right here, the 100 overall Weber or any of these Dark Matters. But I think because of that, we're seeing a lot of these players sort of maintain their price on the higher end. I'm used to seeing the Amethyst cards for these Friday drops being 2,000 MT within 24 hours of the promo being live. We are now almost 24 hours, from promo being live. And let's see. I mean, maybe now they dropped. Yesterday they were 5K. Okay, so they are still over 4,000 MT, over 4,500 MT, which is interesting. Okay, so these cards are still, we'll say 5K. These cards are still pretty pricey. I'm sure as the day goes on, we're going to see these cards hopefully drop a little more in value. I think we saw something similar happen during the All-Star event where people were selling off their cards toward the tail end of the event, and then if you didn't complete the agendas, you were able to get them done much more easily then. I'm not really looking to get these agendas done right now. I just want the players, if that makes sense. And there are a couple of Amethyst players, I believe, who I saw that I did like. So we talked about Frank Kaminsky. In terms of the diamonds, maybe Christian Leitner could be nice, but otherwise not really all that interested. Mike Dunleavy, I mean, 3 gold badges, 4 Hall of Famers, not going to do anything for me. In terms of the Amethysts, there are a number that I am interested in. Obviously, as a Knicks fan, I really want Tyler Kolek, aka Tyler the Creator. Crazy to me that his defense is higher rated than his offense. Hall of Fame, limitless range. He should have had Hall of Fame dimer. I feel like that would be more up his alley. 80 driving dunk is insane. 95 speed. This card should be an absolute blast to run. What's his defense? 92 perimeter, 88 defense. Dude, Tibbs can't keep this guy on the bench. That's crazy. All right, Kelly Olynyk. This card, depending on his jumper, could be another really fun card to run. When I looked at this card's ratings and badges, he reminded me a little bit of Quinton Post. And those of you guys who have been with me all season know that I love Quinton Post for salary cap. The only issue with this card, 79 speed isn't great. I think Quinton Post has 77 speed. And then 50 perimeter defense. I don't know what Quinton Post has defensively, but I don't think he has 50 perimeter. I'll have to go back and take a look. Chris Dunn should be good on defense, right? Yeah, he's going to be an elite defender. Kind of wish he had on-ball menace. Should be a fun card to run with. 96 speed is great on him. Johnny Juzang, another Amethyst card. I mean, look, when it comes to these cards, love the badges. If his jumper is good, that may be a really fun card to run with. If you tend to shoot more with your shooting guard, I tend to use my shooting guards a little more for defense than for offense, especially given that we got Michael Beasley over the last couple of days. Kyle Filipowski. I mean, I think I'd rather have Kelly Olynyk over Filipowski personally. How tall is Kyle? 6'11". Yeah, I think I'd rather have Kelly Olynyk. And then Ayo Dosunmu, 6'5". Can he play point guard? He can. So another 6'5" budget point guard with Hall of Fame Deadeye, 88 three-pointer, 89 speed. I mean, look, you guys know my rule of thumb when it comes to the Amethyst this season. Try to get all of them if you can, because genuinely, I believe that the Amethyst cards that we're getting on Fridays here in Season 5 are the closest thing we've had to NBA Storylines players for salary cap now that we're a few months past the NBA Storylines players coming out. And when I say that, I mean that these Amethysts that we get on Friday, these are like the glue cards to your team. Even next season, if you want to run a lineup that maybe has, you know, the Kobe White and Lowry Markkanen dynamic duo or some other dynamic duos, you're going to need a bunch of cards that are ranging from 1,200 to 1,500 salary to fill out your roster. And you're going to really want those cards to not kill you on the court, right? And none of these Amethysts are going to do that. Yes, there are a couple of them who have really bad jumpers, like the Amethyst Quentin Grimes. It's crazy because Quentin Grimes in real life is having like an incredible stretch of basketball the last like couple of weeks. He's averaging like I think 28 points per game. I can't shoot with that card to save my life. His jumper is so slow for me. But I still have him just because, you know, former Nick, you know, once a Nick, always a Nick. But every other Amethyst, I feel like for the most part, all these Amis are really good. So make sure that you're adding these cards to your lineup. In terms of the Bracket Buster Festival cards, there are a number of cards here that I'm interested in as well. For the opals, the only one I'm really interested in right now is Joakim Noah. I just feel like, given how good his jump shot looks, and his jump shot looks really good, I feel like I want him over Juan Dixon, because Juan Dixon is going to cost 3 times the number of opal event pieces. We'll have to see how many opal pieces we end up getting from this event, but there are already a number of cards that I'm looking to add from the exchange, and I'm going to give you guys my game plan right now for that. A lot of them are through dynamic duos. So we do have, I'm on the fence about Coach Billy Donovan now that they fixed his game trigger from being having 20 points scored to at the start of the game. But 3 100 overall pieces seems to be a little rich for my blood. Moving on, so we talked about Juan Dixon briefly. We talked about Joakim Noah. I think Joakim Noah is my priority amongst all the other opals that we have. Cam Reddish, very interesting card to me. Same thing with DeAndre Hunter, but Cam Reddish especially. I love the jump shot on his Sapphire. This card is obviously like a souped up version of that card. Nick Collison, also kind of interesting. I've seen a number of people gas up that Nick Collison card. I want to get this dynamic duo just because I don't want to spend, you know, 200k on a Dark Matter Brunson. I'm probably going to sell my Diamond Josh Hart today if I can, because this is only going to cost 5 Pink Diamond Bracket Buster cards, and I'm going to get 2 of my favorite players in the NBA today. So why not do that? I don't care if they're unsellable. I don't want to sell these cards because, you know, like I'm going to sell my sellable Josh Hart so I can get the unsellable one. I want to have these cards on my team in my collection. We're not going to get a better Jalen Brunson than this card, more than likely. But moving on, so again, Opal Noah, dynamic duo with Brunson and Hart. I want to get Sheldon Williams. I kind of want to get Hakeem Warwick. He has a dynamic duo with, I forget with who. We have to go back and take a look later. I definitely want to get this duo. I talked about this duo a lot yesterday. You can get some crazy legend badges on both of these cards with ease. So I definitely want to get that done. I want to get Corey Brewer because Corey Brewer has a dynamic duo with Joakim Noah. AC Law looks like a really fun Amethyst card just to include at the point guard position, and I really think Amethysts are going to be so important, as I mentioned earlier in this video, when you're constructing your lineups, not just this season, but next season and in future seasons. You want to be able to have as many Amethysts that you can plug in who are going to give you a lot of value in terms of what they provide you on the court, and then also give you a 1,200 to 1,500 salary value that won't totally, you know, crush you when you're building your lineups and trying to include multiple pink diamonds or 1 pink diamond and 1 galaxy opal. Like if you want to run a lineup that has Joakim Noah and Corey Brewer, you're going to want to surround them with other Amethyst cards that are going to really, you know, help your team, while also putting you in a position where if Joakim Noah's salary is at 10,000, because Galaxy Opals tend to be on, you know, I think on average they're at 10k salary, but if you're lucky, Noah will be at only 8k. Regardless, you're going to need Amethyst to fill out the rest of your roster for the most part, if his salary is at 10k. Outside of that, nothing really else of note that I want to add in terms of players for my salary cap. Again, lineup building, just because I don't want this video to run on for too long, because currently we are at 14 minutes in the video, which I want to try to cut down on that time more and more every week if I can. I'm going to modify this lineup. I've used this lineup as one where I give you guys an example of lineups I would run if I had Michael Beasley or LeBron James or Dr. J. I was just using Kawhi Leonard for the longest time because Kawhi Leonard was at 8k salary, just like those other 3 pink diamonds who I mentioned. Now that I have Michael Beasley, however, I can just throw Beasley in here and I'm going to build a lineup around him. So again, stay tuned for that. Not sure if I'm going to do that on stream. If I do stream, if I don't stream, however, I will work on this as a separate video and I will have it uploaded a little later on in the day for you guys. It's just nice to see that with a lineup like this that looks so good, I still have 1,200 salary to mess around with. So we'll probably work on the bench a little bit. we'll have to do some work here. I just don't know if I'm gonna have Beasley and Paolo Banchero. I'll probably keep Paolo Banchero in my team ball lineup and then work on a lineup where I just have Michael Beasley surrounded by really good defenders and other high value cards. Not in terms of salary value, but in terms of value that they provide me with on the court. So we're gonna work on this lineup and this lineup a little bit later. This lineup is unfortunately not gonna work anymore because Khalil Ware is 8,000 salary. So we're going to see what we can do. Again, we'll work on that a little bit later. Let's get into the packs because, again, we have some very interesting packs that I'm excited to open up here. Also, we're getting these daily bracket buster logins. Let's open it up and see. I've seen a couple of people get diamond cards out of this. We get a gold, which is absolutely tragic. I'm hoping that we can get some better pulls out of our daily login. Let me know down below in the comments what you got. Hopefully you guys got better than a gold because gold's not really doing all that much for me. Okay, let's get this bracket busters out of the way. Would really love to see this be Tyler Kolek. I have none of the players currently from the set as we get an amethyst. Come on, let me see Eastern point guard. Show me an 80 driving dunk. Then I'll know it's Tyler Kolek. Eastern 96 midi. It's not blue. It's not Tyler Kolek. We get Ayo Dosunmu, which I'm okay with. The lowest overall of all the cards, but a 6'5" point guard, I will not complain about that. That's a fun card to add for sure. We have this bracket buster 92 plus overall option. Once again, I'm assuming these are all just going to be diamonds, nothing higher than that. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. We, I guess, are going to take Christian Laettner, even though I don't really love any of these cards. All right. Again, we have a 97 plus. We are going to open that up. We have a Finesse Deluxe. I have all the diamonds in this set, unfortunately. So if we get a diamond, it's not going to shake, and we probably are going to get a diamond. So yeah, we get a diamond duplicate. We get Brent Barry, who I don't really care for anything worthwhile in the exchange. I'm just going to quick sell for 1,000. We'll take the MT. Okay, let's get the, I guess, I don't really care about that pack. We'll get this pack out of the way real quick. We have a number of these diamond packs to go through, so we'll get through these really quickly. Another duplicate, unlimited player. We get Franz, who I already have, I believe. Yes, I have him. Unauctionable. So we're going to quick sell as my voice cracked there. All right, we have two more diamond packs, and then our Galaxy Opal. I think we got one for logging in every day last week, and then we got another one for, us making progress in breakout as we get a new diamond. I feel like that's a bad thing if it's a new diamond. Let's see who we get. Western Conference 92 post control. Who could this be? Oh my god, did we get Jaren Jackson Jr.? Bruh. Bryant Reeves. I got so excited. Oh my god. Well, we get Bryant Reeves. I guess that's cool. Final diamond pack. Okay, we get two new diamond players. All right, that's good for the collection, I guess. I won't ever complain about getting new diamonds just because that means we have more players that we can potentially add to our collection. Who is this going to be? Small forward from the West, diamond. We got Corey Maggette. All right. I guess that's cool. All right, Galaxy Opal. Let's see who we get, man. There's so many bad Galaxy Opals. There are honestly so many bad, or not even bad, I'd say so many mid-dark matters. It's one of the main reasons why I, as of right now, have no interest in opening up that Elite box or the Hall of Fame box, whatever it's called. Just because, I've seen a number of people get really lucky and get 100 overalls and other really good dark matters. I've seen a lot of Ron Artests being pulled out of that box. But for every box I see like that, I see 3 to 4 people that are getting the all-star dark matters that people don't want, like Jokic, Brunson, Curry, Karl Towns, Jason Tatum, and I don't want to risk getting a box like that for $100, So let's see what we get here. Eastern Conference 95 close shot. Who the hell is this? Is this Jason Tatum? It is Jason Tatum. All right, I don't have Opal Tatum. I'm actually kind of okay with that. I'm cool with that. He is, I think, the first Galaxy Opal we ever got, but I don't have him. And so I'd much rather have him than a point guard. So, cool. Jason Tatum, I guess, welcome to the squad. Not sure if I'm going to use him or not. But at least we have another Galaxy Opal that we could potentially throw into our lineups in salary cap if we like his jumper. Not sure about that, but yeah. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Again, we'll see. I'm going to try to stream hopefully a little later on today, but not sure if I'm going to be able to make that work out for you guys. If we do, we'll see what we end up doing on stream. Maybe we'll do some salary cap. May not be that long of a stream because I want to, you know, I have other things I have to do, but I do want to maybe get a little salary cap, maybe a little King of the Court action, because we need to at least play 3 games for that Dark Matter piece. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for that. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend. Maybe see you guys live on stream a little bit later. Otherwise, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good.